Life is pretty boring lately. I say that to say that there is plenty going on, but most of it is pretty mundane adulting shit. I guess one could see how that might mean things are pretty okay, but knowing or observing how my brain works, one could also see the need for some excitement. I mean, I know spring is right around the corner and will bring with it constant yard work and sundresses and the cleavage that comes with those. But right now is right now. As I reach the end of my chain, my phone rings, my personal phone, and I kind of have to answer that when it rings for reasons I don't need to get into right here and now. Me. Hello? Sir, there are like 8 billion people on this planet. Detective Penis? Fuck it. Shit. Detective Woodcock. Naughty, naughty there, Detective Woodpenis. You kiss your mother with that mouth? My mother is deceased. And you're sitting around kissing on her instead of burying her? Weirdo. Stop it. What's up? I got the job. I thought you had the job. I haven't heard from you much since Christmas. They hinted positively and made the offer. But you didn't have a start date yet. Right. Well, now I have all the onboarding paperwork in, and I am training my replacement here. I'm gonna blow this taco stand in about a month. Congratulations. Thank you, and thank you for what you did to... I need a favor. A favor? Yeah, man, I helped you solve some of the cases that have very clearly made your career over the past year or so. I figure a little favor is the least I can ask for. It depends on what kind of favor you need. You know those friends of the program cards y'all give to close friends and family members to help them not get smoked at roadside by another cop? PBA cards? Yeah, I am aware. Do they expire if you personally leave the department? I don't think they do. I'm gonna need one of those, homie. But why? Look, I know I'm an upstanding citizen, but we both also know that I happen to fit the generic description. I've enjoyed not having to go outside and thus avoiding situations, but you plan on breaking some laws in my wake. Detective Woodpenis, I'm shocked and appalled that you might suggest such a thing. I'm just saying, you have had your ass almost literally in a sling damn near monthly since we met, and I have happened to have needed you as a useful nuisance each time thus far. Well, who's taking your place then? This new guy. Total damned Boy Scout. I highly doubt. Shit. I'll score you a card. Awesome. Thanks. I'll bring it by your house Tuesday morning. Bet. True to his word, he came through Tuesday morning right as I was on my first break and therefore edging in the front lawn with the card. On it was his name, rank and location, and union number, with my name, address, and phone number. He made a point of explaining to me to make sure it is always in the exact same place as my driver's license and fully visible to any officer I may interact with, like even before my photo ID is. Apparently, their read on situations draws their eyes and attention to such things. He also told me that this is not a carte blanche pass for me to commit all brands of fuckery about the countryside and expect no repercussions of it. Or something like that. I was just stoked to have the card. First order of business with my get-out-of-jail-free card was to decide specifically which crimes could be committed without arousing the interest of the Federals or Interpol or anyone beyond the NCPBA. First things first, let's put this thing to the test. I hopped in the car, dropped $20 in the tank, and did 20 over the speed limit everywhere I went. I didn't signal lane changes and treated coming to a full stop at signs as if it was a suggestion and not a law. After about an hour of this fuckery, I had the attention of a policeman, who of course stopped me. Cop, license and registration I'd already had them ready, hanging out the window with the PBA card visible on top of both. Not your first rodeo, I take it. I'm sorry, sir? Where'd you get this? Good friend of the program. Has my name on it. See? I do. So what do we do from here? Look, I'll run your license and registration. Give me a minute. Fine? Now, I'm not sitting on any warrants or unpaid fines or anything, so in about 3 minutes, he was back. Look, I'll let you slide with a warning this time, but 70 in the 45, I should have your license and tow the car, right now. Thank you, sir. Sorry, sir. And just like that, the interaction was over. I ain't even get shot on the side of the road for the weapon I don't have, but the cop clearly saw him reach for it. There has to be more that I can do with this thing. I went home and got on Bookface and noticed the normal tax time requests in the local group. Cheap cars, privately owned rental property, and stuff like that. The one that stuck out to me was a girl looking to install wigs outside of her home and looking for a small rental space to do so. On my walks, I passed by this old mechanic shop that appears to be abandoned before the 2 years that I've been walking by it. Never any activity, there's no grass to cut or maintain. The windows are dusty as hell, and the sign blew apart months ago. Weird, though, is that there's somehow still one light on in the place despite no evidence of anyone setting foot in it. I came back after dinner one night and jimmied my way inside and found that in addition to power, it also had water. I went back home onto the Bookface and, wait, it should be said, I have zero clue what the hell they're talking about when they say install a wig. But as a technically abled individual, I assumed it meant some kind of mechanical doings for which an old automotive shop would be perfect for. I told her that I'd have an old shop cleaned up and ready to roll for whatever she needed the space for in 4 days. She would need first and last month rent and to provide her own wash bowl and could be in within days. Do I own this shop? No, I do not. Do I know who owns this shop? Of course I do not. Do I have the legal rights to rent this space out? See above. Do I give a shit? Also see above. In my mind, I can use squatters' rights for as long as I can see being gotten away with this. And when someone calls the law on me for trespassing and illegally renting out space that don't belong to me, I can flash my get-out-of-jail-free card and all will be fine. Thanks, Wood Penis. You have newly emboldened the alleged Mo Phillips, and he got some shit to work out.